Then today we need to discuss about the laws of refraction of light. In the right side corner, you can see another diagram. Diagram and you have to label this diagram to define the laws of refraction of light. Right. We first complete the diagram. Take the ruler, gun a ruler. This is the medium, right? Right. So this is the light ray. This is the normal. The light ray travels from one medium to another medium. Assume AR to water or AR to glass. AR to glass. This angle. This is the incident ray, original path, and this is called the refracted light ray. Draw the arrowheads. Name the diagram. Incident ray. Incident ray. This is called refracted ray. Refracted ray. Normal. And this angle is called I, angle of incidence. I. This is called angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. Angle of refraction. To draw the ray diagram to define the first law and the second law of refraction. Okay, page number 8. Page number 8. And you have to draw this diagram and make a complete make it. Light travels from one medium to another medium, right? To the angle to the intersurface. So deviate from the original path. So what is the first law? First law is similar to the one of the law of the reflection. Incident ray, the refracted ray, incident ray, refracted ray, the normal drawn from the point of incident lie on same plane. Have you finished your drawing? Then write the first law. Then first law එක write the first law. The incident ray, comma, the refracted ray, the incident ray, comma, the refracted ray, and the normal, to the surface drawn at the point of incident. This is called the point of incident. Lie on the same plane. They lie on the same plane. The incident ray, the refracted ray, and the normal to the surface drawn at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. So the second law we call Snell's law. Second law is Snell's law. In here, we need to divide the angle of incident, the sine value of the angle of incident. So what you want to do, you have to divide sine value of the angle of incident need to divide by sine value of the angle of refraction. In here, light travel air to glass. Light travel air to glass. Right? This is the medium. Then when light travels from air to glass, then we can find the refractive index of glass. අපිට පුළුවන් හොයන්න refractive index එක glass එකේ. So write refractive index of the always second medium. Then you can see incident ray available in first medium. Incident ray එක හැමතිස්සෙම තියෙන first medium එකේ. Refracted light ray available in second medium. Right? First we have to select the first medium and the second medium. How can we select the first medium? Incident ray available in first medium. Refracted light ray available in second medium. Using the Snell's law, we can calculate the refractive index of the second medium. Refractive index of second medium. How can we calculate angle, sine value of the angle of incident? Sine I need to divide by sine value of the angle of refraction, sine R, right? Then when light travels from one medium to another medium, when light travels from one medium to another medium, the ratio of the sine value of angle of incident and sine value of the angle of refraction is a constant. Eka niyataya is a constant, depends on two media, right? Using this value, sine I over sine R constant, make constant taking, we can calculate refractive index of the second medium. අපිට හොයන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ refractive index of the second medium relative to first medium, right? Right, this is the constant. Right, the next law. This is the second law. When light refracts from one medium to another medium, sine value of the angle of incident and angle of refraction, right? And its ratio is a constant, depends on two media. The quantities that illustrated in here indicate refractive index of the second medium. They're making it up to sine 9, sine I 30, sine R 15. And then up to 60 over 30 kilo. The answer is 2. So refractive index is 2. That value belongs to the second medium. Refractive index හැමතිස්සෙම second medium එකේ refractive index එක. මෙතනින් මෙතන එන value එකකින් එන answer එකක් එනවා නම් ඒ answer එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම refractive index of the second medium. One of the second law. When light travels from, write down, one medium. When light travels from one medium to, when light travels from one medium to another medium, තවත් මාධ්‍යයකට, comma, the ratio of the sine, S-I-N, the ratio of the sine of the incident angle, sine of the incident angle to the sine of the refracted angle, sine of the refracted angle is a constant. Is a constant that depends only on the two media. This constant is called the, write down, refractive index. Refractive index. This constant is called the refractive index of the second medium. Devana Madhya. Refractive index of the second medium with the second medium with the respect to the first medium. With the respect to the first medium. With the respect to the first medium. And again, I balance second law. When light travels from one medium to another medium, again refraction, the ratio of the sine of sine of the angle, sine of the incident angle, sine of the incident angle to the sine of the refracted angle is a constant, and constant that depends only on the two media. This constant is called the refractive index of the second medium, Devana Madhya, second medium with respect to the first medium, Palana Madhya Sapeksha medium. The second law above is called Snell's law, right? So the refractive index, right? And we can write the refractive index by using special symbol. It is N. Because look what N refractive index. Refractive index within the bracket N. N is equal sine of the incident angle. Within the bracket write down I divide by sine of the refracted angle, simple R. හරිද? එතන පැත්ත ඉඳ තියනවානේ. මේ මෙතන පැත්ත ඉඳ තියෙන ඔයගලන්ට පේනවා. අනේ පැත්තෙන් ලියන්න n is equal sin I over sin R. This is the formula. මේ තමයි formula එක. n is equal sin I over sin R. This is the statement to find the refractive index of the second medium. How to hand making Devana Madhya, right? Second medium. Respect to the first medium. But always we need to consider the first medium is dry air or vacuum. අපි හැම තිස්සෙම first medium එකට ගන්නේ dry air එක නැත්නම් vacuum එක. Because that is the medium that available maximum speed of light. එතන තමයි උපරිම වේගය තියෙන්නේ, උපරිම ප්‍රවේගය තියෙන නිසා හැම තිස්සෙම අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝ compare කරනවා නම් refractive index එක යම්කිසි මාත්‍රයක, it should be right respect to the first medium. What is the first medium? Dry air or vacuum. Vacuum එකට සාපේක්ෂව තමයි හැම තිස්සෙම මේගොල්ලන් refractive index එක අපි measure කරන්නේ. Right, then write the statement n is equal sin I over sin R. Sin I over sin R. So look at the first example. If light ray that travels from air to glass, the light ray travels from air to glass. In here air, simple A. This is glass, simple G. Light ray travels rare to dense medium, deviate towards the normal. Then we need to calculate refractive index of the glass because this is the first medium. First medium method. This is the second medium, right? So we can calculate the refractive index of the second medium glass. Refractive index of the second medium glass. How do you write that? Light travel from air to glass. Light travel from air to glass is equal. This is the sin I. I in here is R. Sin I over sin R. Sin I over sin R. If the light ray travel from air to glass, the refractive index is written as refractive index A refractive index glass second medium. ANG කියන එක ANG අන්න ඒ වගේ. This is the statement. AR to glass, AR to glass. Right, the next one. එතන පොඩ හදන්න පුතේ next one. For rays that enters from, right? Enters from හදන්න පුතේ air to water. Air to water. Then what happen? හැමතිස්සෙම අපි ගන්න ඕනේ first medium එක විදියට air එක නැත්නම් vacuum එක. For rays that enter from the write down the rays that enter from air to water. Air to water. The refractive index is written as. Now light travel from air to water. Then we have to put a වාතයෙන් ජලයට. W. How can we write that? Now we can find the refractive index of the second medium. අපි දැන් හොයන්නේ දෙවන මාධ්‍යය. This is the second medium. Light travel air to water. W. Sin I over sin R. Right? This is the statement. මේ තමයි statement එක. Light travels from air to water. So we can find the refractive index of water. එතන හොයන්නේ refractive index of water respective to air. වාතයට සාපේක්ෂව. Write down ANW. Written as ANW. But then turn to page number 9. Right. Refractive index of water relative to air, right, is equal 1.33. How do you write that? Refractive index of water relative to air. Light travel air to water. 1.33. This is the refractive index. The refractive index of air is equal to 1. ඒක තමයි අඩුම එක. Refractive index of air, right? ඒක චුට්ටක් පැත්තකින් ලියා ගන්න refractive index of air or vacuum is equal to 1. ඒක එකයි. එයාට සාපේක්ෂව තමයි බලන්නේ is equal to 1. එක තියෙන මෙතන 1, right? Refractive index of air or vacuum is equal to 1. එකයි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පේන්නේ නැහැ එතන එක තියෙන්නේ එක 1, right? And then if we compare the refractive index of the water, ඒකේ තේරුම තමයි air to water. Refractive index of air is 1. For the water 1.33. ඒක තමයි ඒකේ තේරුම. හරිද? Right. Next one. Refractive index of glass relative to air. Then refractive index of glass. Light travel air to glass. Answer 1.5. 1.5. ඒ කියන්නේ refractive index of air is air to glass. Air to glass. Air 1, glass 1.5. අන්න ඒක තමයි ඔක තේරුම. When this value increase, මේ value එක වැඩි වෙන්න. So what happened? We can identify speed of light is decreasing. When refractive index increase, speed of the light is decreasing. Therefore, refractive index inversely proportional to the speed of the light. Right? අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් conclusion එක speed of light inversely proportional to the refractive index. Speed of light is inversely proportional to the refractive index. When refractive index value increase, speed of the light is decreasing. When refractive index reduced, speed of light is increasing. But minimum value is 1. අවමගේ තමයි එක කියන එක. Right? Minimum value is 1. හරි? බලන්න. If we use vacuum instead of the first medium, if we consider a light ray entering from vacuum to some medium, then the refractive index depends only on one medium. This is normally referred to as the refractive index of that medium, right? This is the relationship. මේ relationship එක කොහොමද ලියා ගන්න පුතේ? Refractive index එක වැඩි වෙනවා කියන්නේ speed එක අඩු වෙනවා light එකේ. හරි? speed එක අඩු වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ light speed travel in vacuum. Vacuum එකෙන් තමයි වේගයෙන් යන්නේ. Then if we compare the water 1.33, then speed travel through pure water. පිරිසිදු ජලයෙන් වේගයෙන් යනවා. Then if we compare the speed of the light in water and glass, අපි compare කරොත් කාගේද වැඩිපුර වේගයෙන් යන්නේ ජලයේද වීදුරු වලද? The speed of the light is maximum in water, right? වතුරේ වේගෙන් යනවා glass එකට වඩා. glass එකට වඩා. diamond වල මෙයාගේ තවත් වැඩි වෙනවා. එහෙනම් එයාගේ තවත් හිමින් ගමන් කරන්න. And write down this relationship. මේක පැත්තකින් ලියා ගන්න. The speed of light inversely proportional to the refractive index. Right. So next one, we need to discuss about the total internal reflection and formation of the critical angle, right? Total internal reflection and formation of the critical angle, right? One thing, these two phenomena, these two phenomena only take place when light travels from dense to rare medium. අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ආලෝකය ගමන් කරන්න ඕනේ dense to rare. ගහනතර මාධ්‍යයෙන් විරලතර මාධ්‍යයකට. Always light should travel from dense to rare medium to form the critical angle as well as to the occurrence of total internal reflection. බලන්න. Total internal reflection and critical angle. These two phenomena are only taking place when light travels from, write down, dense to rare medium. When light travels from dense to rare medium. Right. Formation of critical angle. One thing. Light should travel from dense to rare medium. This is the normal. This is the light ray. Original path. Deviate away from the normal. Right? This is the rare medium. This is called denser medium or dense medium. But assume this angle is equal to 43. What is the value of the angle? 43. Right? Next one, this angle further increase. Angle of incident further increasing. This is the angle of the refraction. Next one. Earlier 43, now 45. Then අපි ගන්නවා 44ක් කියලා. Angle of incident is equal to 44. Then this is the original part. Then what has happened? It further bent towards the dense medium. තවත් හැරෙනවා dense medium එකට පැත්තට. Now too close to the dense medium. Then dense medium එකට ගොඩාක් ආසන්නයි. Right. Next one, this angle of incident further increasing. මේක තවත් වැඩි කරනවා. මේ වගේ. The normal. Assume now is equal to 45. Angle of incident is equal to 45 degrees. Then you can identify the refracted light ray travels to the surface of dense medium like that. So what is the value of the angle of refraction? Angle of the refraction now equal to 90 degrees. Answer කනුවකට සමාන. In that instance, we call right formation of the value of the incident angle. මෙන්න මේ අවස්ථාවේ when light ray refracted through the surface of the dense medium or intersurface. So you can identify angle of the refraction is equal to 90 degrees, right? So at that instance, and this value of the incident angle, value of the incident angle is called critical angle. මේකට කියනවා critical angle එක කියලා. So what is that? Critical angle. Critical angle C, capital C. Critical angle. Right? This phenomenon only takes place when light travels from dense medium to rare medium. So what is that medium? Dense. This is the rare. Dense medium. In here, rare medium. Right. To complete the diagram, first you have to complete the diagram. mark the value of the angle of incident, right? Complete the diagram. Look at the first point below the diagrams. When the incident angle inside the dense medium, incident angle inside the dense medium gradually increases, is gradually increases, gradually increases, the refracted ray bends. Make a n dense medium එක පැත්තට. මේ බලන්න step by step it bends towards the dense medium. The refracted ray bends further, right?
Again,
When the incident angle inside the dense medium is gradually increases, the refracted ray bends further away, bend further away, bend further away from the normal, bend further away from the normal within the bracket towards the surface of dense medium, Next point, at a certain value, of the incident angle, the refracted ray, this is the refracted ray travels along the interface, this is the interface between these two media. In this case, the angle of refraction, this angle of the refraction 90 degrees. The incident angle inside the denser medium, right? The incident angle inside the denser medium, when this happens, is called the critical angle. The critical angle within the bracket capital C. Critical angle within the bracket capital C. Critical angle. Right. The next one, we need to discuss about the total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. In total internal reflection occur when angle of the incident greater than the critical angle. Critical angle so what happened? The light rays again reflect to the dense medium. It doesn't refract to the rare medium. Rare medium එකට යන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒක ගමන් කරනවා dense medium එකට පැත්තට. So we call total internal reflection. Refraction is the total internal reflection, right? To complete this, make a complete phenomenon. The light angle of incident in dense medium, must be greater than the critical angle. Critical angle එකට වඩා වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ. Then what happened? Light ray again reflect to the dense medium, right? Look at the diagram. There are two diagrams. This is the first one. Normal incident ray in here angle is critical angle. But they assume 45 degrees. It depends on two media. Nature of the medium make it dependent on capital C. So light travel the surface of the surface in here angle is 90 degrees. Right. Then this further increase, the angle of incident further increase, but more than critical angle. Like that, right? Now angle of incident now greater than critical angle. Critical angle greater than the critical angle. But assume angle of incident now equal to 46 degrees. Then it reflects into the dense medium like that and obey to the laws of reflection and this angle also equal to the angle of incident. Light travel tends to rear medium. This is called formation of the critical angle. How do you call? Total internal reflection. Make it clear now. Total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. I could complete the diagram. Put another diagram. Next, critical angle 45 is a constant negative. Japikato Dale can Samani 43 or Nathan 43 wage mathematical. Dale 43 but light ray inter and here refracted angle always 90. Refracted angle is anivaring anuai. Method Hatis Farm when known in it. It depends on nature of the medium. Mark the Matatamar and the if the incident angle is further, they write down, if the incident angle is further increases, the incident light ray will be reflected. Right, the incident light ray, will be reflected back into the dense medium, as shown in figure. Dense medium reflect It's reflecting back into the same medium is called total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Right. In total internal reflection, it is essential to transmit signals through the optical fibers. Through the optical fibers, light travel in this method. And this method used to transmit signal or data through the fiber optics in speed or high speed internet connection. Fiber internet solar or a signal like a command karane may wage punchi fiber ekaki. So what is that? Optical fiber. Within optical fiber ekak. So may wage fiber optic ekaki tamai or a signal or command karane. So what is the methods of transmitting signal through the fiber optics? Optical fibers, total internal reflection. Maybe Then I'm going to show you how to transmit the signal through the fiber optics. This is the fiber optics, right? Then you can identify when light travel and through the fiber optics also is properly traveled. One with the fiber optic again make a last right? See that? So what is this method? And this is called total internal reflection within the fibers, and you can see this process is occurred. So what happened? Signal transmit from one end to the other end. So otherwise speed is similar to the little bit less than the speed of the light in vacuum. Chuttak are doing the example to assume 2.5 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Right, in vacuum 3 into 10 to the power 8 when travel through such a fiber optics assume is equal to 2.5 is speed maximum speed available, therefore signal easily transmit through such optics. How do you call? Fiber optics. And make it again fiber optics. Then let's check how to travel light through the fiber optics. Fiber optics are important. This is the methods of transmitting light through fiber optics, optical fibers.
Total internal reflection is important in technology. A lot of communications are done, including telephone and other communications. You may have an optical cable in your home stereo or home theater system that communicates audio information through an optical cable. The principle is total internal reflection. If we come in at a glancing angle,
properly identify how the signal travel through the fiber optics, right? That's actually this is the glass tube, and within the glass tube, it's again incidentally reflect to the dense medium.
Then all of the light that's incident on this surface and on this surface will be reflected back internally into the material. So it works for glancing angles, and the beam needs to be confined within a material that is more optically dense, has a higher index of refraction than the surrounding material. But any shape will do. You can use a rectangular shape here, you can use a circular shape, confining all that light inside of that fiber. Now, this is a more typical light optical cable or light fiber. I'm just going to introduce the beam here. You'll see it come out on the far end. This is an example of, we have a source of light in the base here, and each of these, all they are strands of plastic, and they are channeling the light through them. And they can be bent or whatever, and they'll still channel that light. There is a certain radius. If you bend it, if you kink it really hard, then that brings you away from the total internal reflection, and you lose the effect. But very effective, very important in today's technology. Total internal reflection.
One of the total internal reflection. In here, I'm going to show you that, right? You can identify when light travels and through such a prism. In here, you can see the light tray. The light tray and this is the light tray, right? And you can see it bends towards the dense medium. When I'm going to increase the angle of incident, right? Look at that. The angle of incident increase, it's gradually bent towards the dense medium. Dense medium, the one of the instance start to traverse through the surface of the dense medium. How do you call critical angle? Critical angle. When the critical angle increases, so you can identify occurs total internal reflection. Now we're going to make a total internal reflection 90 degrees. Look at that, right? Then we can bend it 90 degrees. Answer in this side you can see that, right? At one thing. It bends 90 degrees. It bends 90 degrees. This is called total internal reflection. Look at the within the prism. One prism what is the angle? 90 degrees. This phenomenon is called total internal reflection, right? In here you can see the angle, the light bend when travels from the rare to dense medium, dense to rare medium, deviates away from the normal, right? Deviates away from the normal. See that? Right. The next one, using the prism, we can bend light 180 degrees. Answer and this is called bending light by 90 degrees. Look at the angle. Angle inside of the prism is 90, right? Bending light 180 means see that the bending light 90 180 it's bent by 180 degrees. A 90 plus 90 180. Hari? 90 plus 90 the angle 180 180, right? This is called bending light. The light travels from one medium to another medium, and you can identify light bends. So this is called, this is the original path. What happened? Change the light. This is called bending light. The make it bending light is here. Application light. Light travel through the block of glass. Glass block and this is the light. Observe what happened. See that it bends. So original path, it bends. Dekad. On the Navilla and Ogulan Payne at the Kohoma Deka Navilla, Yan Nikira. Dekad. අපි උඩින් යෝ කැඳින්නේ සාමාන්‍ය ඔහොමනේ උඩින් යන්නේ. දැක්කද? හොඳට පේනවා කොහොමද ආලෝකයේ නැවිලා යන්නේ කියලා. හරි? පේනවා නේද? It's bending. This is called the refraction of light, right? Right. Application of total internal reflection. Optical fibers. Right, then first draw the ray diagram. And then with the ray diagram method, the way of transmitting signal through the optical fiber. One optical fiber can come here. Within the optical fiber occurs total internal reflection. Take the ruler and adinne. So there occurs total internal reflection within the fiber optics. This is the original part. Where the original part it doesn't travel through the original part. Deviates towards the normal. Harana normal like a pattern. It deviates towards the normal. Then within this occurs total internal reflection. So make a total internal reflection. And like that, continuously occurs total internal reflection. Draw the arrow here. Right. In here, angle is 90, normal. Normal. This is the normal. Finally, emerge out of it. Like that. විභාගෙට යනවා පුතේ ඔක අඳින්න කීප වතාවක් ඇහුවා කොහොමද එන්නේ කියලා. ඔප්ටිකල් ෆයිබර් එකකින් කොහොමද යන්නේ? හරි බලන්න. Optical fibers. An optical fiber is a flexible, transparent fiber made of glass or plastic. You look at that. Flexible, transparent fiber. Right? Actually translucent. How do you make it translucent? Transparent fiber made in glass or plastic. Light rays that enter through one end of an optical fiber travel through the fiber while undergoing total internal reflection and leave the fiber through the other end. The instrument called, but how do you call for this instrument? Endoscope. Endoscope. The instrument called endoscope, which is used to observe the internal organs of the human body, makes use of optical fibers. Right, the bending light by 90 degrees as well as 180 degrees. Remember, I did that. Total internal reflection by prism. In here, we have to use the prism. In this prism, in here angle 90. Metan answer kanuwak wenna tone. In here 45, 45, 45, 45. In here 90 degrees. The total is equal to 180. Right? Balana. A prism with angle 90 degrees and the other two angles 45 degrees each can be used to produce total internal reflection. Such prisms are used in camera, telescope, and binoculars. The critical angle of glass is 43 degrees. Then glass of the critical angle is 43 degrees. Therefore, if the incident angle inside the glass is greater than 43. 43 වඩා වැඩි වුණ හැටියට. The light rays will undergo total internal reflection, right? Then draw the sketch. ඉතින් අනිත් පුතේ මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන prism එක you have to mark the corner. මෙන්න මෙයාගේ corners ලකුණු කරන්න. Right. In the corner, in here mark it as 90 degrees. In here 45 degrees. Here also 45 degrees. You see, the type of prism should be used to such refraction of the light. Next point. Bending light by 90 degrees. 900 නෙමෙයි පුතේ 90 degree කරන්න. 90 degree. 90 degree. The other one, bending light by 180. 1800 කියන එක හදන්න. 180 degree. Right. And this is the prism. මේ තමයි prism. We need to bend light 100. Sorry, first 90. මුලින්ම අපි අංශක 90 මේක නවන්නට ඕනේ. This is the incident light ray travels to the normal. මුලින්ම මෙයා යනවා normal එක හරහා. Like that. Prism refract. In here occurs total internal reflection. මතකනේ වුණා හැටි? And this is the total internal reflection. Right? This is bending light by 90 degrees. Answer kanuwakin now. Bending light by 90 degrees. Bending light by 90 degrees. Right, next one we have to bend. We need to bend light by 180 degrees. Answer take us here. Asuwakin nawannato. This is the prism. Need to bend this 180 degrees. Right, can we complete the diagram? This is the incident ray. Metama incident ray. Right, complete the diagram. Andina balan bending light by 180 degrees. In here occurs total internal reflection. And again occurs total internal reflection. In here angle 90. In here also angle 90. 90 plus 90. The light bends 180 degrees. It bends 180 degrees. The next one, magical phenomenon occurs because of the refraction of light. All these phenomena appear as real. Like magic but actually it is a fake. Then we can identify such a magical phenomenon take place because of the refraction of light. Such phenomenon are first one, formation of the mirage. Mirage. Second one, formation of the rainbow. Rainbow. Right? Next one is formation of the real depth and the apparent depth. අපි දැන් බැලුවාම වතුරට බහින්න කලින් හොඳ පැහැදිලි වතුරක් නම් පේන්නේ ගැඹුර නෑ වගේ. Right? Appear as shallow. But actually it is very deeper water body. Therefore, to decide the real depth, you have to jump to the water. ඇත්ත ගැඹුර බලන්න අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් වතුරට පැනලා බලන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් මොකක් හරි කෝට්ටක් දාලා බලන්න ඕනේ යාගේ ඇත්ත ගැඹුර. ඉතින් කෝට්ට දැම්මම කෝට්ට පේන්නේ කොහොමද? කෝට්ට පේන්නේ කෝට්ට නැවිලා වගේ, කැඩිලා වගේ. තේරුණාද? So what is that? This is called refraction of light, but they are magical virtual phenomenon appear as real. ඇත්තටම වෙනවා වගේ අපිට පේනවා. Then if you observe the fish in a tank from the water surface or fish in a well, ලිඳේ ඉන්න මාළුවෙක් කියලා ගන්න. ලිඳට සාමාන්‍ය මාළුවෙක් දානවනේ. හරිද? ඒ වගේ සාමාන්‍ය අපි ලිඳට එක මාළුවෙක් හරි දානවා. Then what happened? We can see the fish in water. Actually we observe its image. අපි ඇත්තම මාළුවා නෙමෙයි දකින්නේ යාගේ මොකක්ද? image එකක් තමයි අපි දකින්නේ. Then what that is called, the phenomenon occurs because of the refraction of light, right? One with the first one, mirage. Phenomenon due to, right, refraction of light. First one, formation of the mirage. මුලින්ම මිරිඟුව ඇති වෙන එක. Right. හරි නේද? දැන් අපි ගත්තොත් ඉතින් සත්තු මිරිඟුවට ගහලා තියනවානේ නේද? සත්තු මිරිඟුව දකින්න කොහොමද? වතුර වගේ. ඇත්තට මේක පේන්නේ වතුර වගේ. තේරුණාද? When close, what happened? It again move far away. ආයමත් ඒක ඈතට යනවා. ඒතර සත්තු මේ පස්සේ දුවනවා කියලා අපි අහලා තියෙනවානේ නේද? දැන් අපි අතරේ දැන් අපිත් සත්තුනේ. එහෙනම් අපි අතරේ වැඩිපුර මිරිඟුවට රැවටෙන්නේ කවුද? කවුද රැවටෙන්නේ? පිරිනමයිද කියලා නම. This is the one of the surface road, a dark color, kalu පාටයි. තේරුණාද? It's a dark color surface. This is the sun. මේ තමයි සූර්යයා. The sun's heat reach to the dark surfaces, absorb more heat from the sun's radiation. සූර්යාගේ කිරණ වලින් ලොකු තාපයක් උරා ගන්න පුළුවන් කළු පාට පෘෂ්ඨවලට. තේරුණාද? That's why daytime not suitable to wear the black color light clothes. අපි දවල් කාලේ කළු පාට නම් අවුව යන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයගලන්ට ඕන නම් ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න හේතුව ඇයි එහෙම කියන්නේ කියලා. හරි. That's why we normally daytime, if you are walking under the sunlight, definitely have to use the one of the light colored clothes. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි light color දැන් ඉස්කෝලේ අපි යන්නේ light colors අඳගෙනනේ නේද? ඒතකොට සූර්යාලෝකයේත් අපි සෙල්ලම් කරත් අපිට එහෙම ලොකු damage එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ හැමත. The reason light color surfaces reflect the light, right? But black color surfaces absorbing more heat by the thermal radiation, right? Then what happened? And this is the road surface. අපි ගමු මේක road එකක් කියලා. The air on the road surface increasing temperature, right? Assume now temperature 45 degrees Celsius. You know about that. I think you have the experience. Difficult to walk on such a heated road surface. මේ වගේ පාරක ඇවිදින්න පුළුවන් සෙලෙප්පු දෙයක් නැතුව we have to walk. අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දුවනවා. දැන් දවල් කාලේ කතරගම ගියාම පායන කාලේ වැල්ලේ කකුල තියලා ඇවිදින්න බෑ කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා. What's the reason? It's absorbing more heat by the thermal radiation. Right. So result, air molecules close to the road surface. මේ road surface එක ගාව තියෙන වායු අණු. They absorbing the heat by the road surface. වායු අණු ටික road surface එකෙන් ලොකු තාපයක් උරා ගන්නවා by the radiation. Then what happened? Increasing their kinetic energy. When these air molecules are absorbing heat energy from the road surface, මේ road surface එකෙන් තාපය උරා ගනිද්දී they are increasing their kinetic energy. Kinetic energy එක වැඩි කර ගන්නවා. The result is density reduce. Density ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අඩු වෙනවා. So they move upwards. මේ ටික කොහරද යන්නේ? උඩට යනවා. Right? In here now there is a blank. දැන් මෙතන blank එකක් හදනවානේ. Then cold molecule. In here cold, in here warm. Right? Cold molecules, they move down. Cold molecules එක පල්ලෙහාට එනවා. How do you call for that? This is called convectional current. ඔකට අපි නමක් කියනවා convectional current. When this phenomenon occurs several hours, පැය කිහිපයක් ඔක වෙනකොට in daytime, what happens? These air molecules all are moving upwards. මේ යට ඉන්න ටික ඔක්කොම උඩට යනවා. Then more air molecules gathered in upper region more than lower region. එන්න අඩු වෙනවා. හරිද? වෙන්න මේ වගේ. Therefore, in upper region, available more air molecules. Top to bottom, what happened? Density gradually reduced. So it causes to make several layers. එතන හදනවා මෙතන මේ වගේ layer කිහිපයක්. ඔය වගේ layer හැදෙනවා. So what is that? Top layer is dense medium. උඩ ඉන්න කෙනා තමයි dense medium එක. Step by step density gradually reduce. This is called rare medium. එතන මේ තමයි rare medium එක. When light travels from dense to rare, dense medium to rare medium, what happens? Deviate away from the normal. Normal එකෙන් අහකට යනවා. මේ වගේ. And again travels from dense to rare medium, deviates away from the normal. Again travels dense to rare, deviate away from the normal. In here, light reflect. මෙතන ආලෝකය reflect වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? Right. So it occurs like a curve. ඔන්නෝම curve වෙලානේ යන්නේ. Curve වෙලා යන්නේ. In here, light travel rare to dense, deviates towards the normal. This is the original part, towards the normal. Again towards the normal. You can see it's curve like that. ඔන්නෝම curve. The result, we can see the image of the distance object. අපිට පේනවා මේ ඔතනින් එන object එකේ image එක මෙතන හැදෙනවා වගේ. This is appear as water surface. ඒක කොහොමද අපිට පේන්නේ හැට ජල පෘෂ්ඨයක් වගේ පේනවා. How do you call for that? Mirage. Mirage. හරි? Right. බලන්න. Shall we draw the diagram? Right. We take the ruler. Ruler අරන් අපි ඉක්මනට අඳිමු. බලන්න first. This is the one of the vehicle. ඔතන වාහනයක් ඔයගලන්ට පේනවා. This is the dark surface road, right? Black color road. And you can see a vehicle. There are the podi vahanayක කොටසක්. Like that. Right. For the first step, you have to draw such an image. මේ වගේ image එක යටින් ඇඳ ගන්න. Like that. ඔය වගේ. තේරුණාද? This is the object. මේ තමයි object එක. This is the image. මේ තමයි image එක. In here form several layers. මෙතන හැදෙනවා layer කිහිපයක්. Dense medium, top medium is dense, lower medium is rare. Making several layers. ඔය වගේ. Then top layer dense medium. මේ උඩම තියෙන dense. In here rare. යටම තියෙන rare medium එක. Rare. Right? The top layer is dense medium. Dense. Like that, making several layers above the road surface. හරිද? Right, then what does happen? Light bends. අර මං ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඇඳ වගේ ආලෝකේ නැවිලා ගමන් කරනවා මේ හරහා. Because one medium to another medium. Right? In here occurs reflection and again bend. Like that. ලස්සන ඇඳගෙන හොඳට අඳින්න ඕනේ. It bends like that. And reach to the eye. එනවා අපේ හැට. In here, when you extend this line, they form the image. මෙතන හැදෙනවා the image එක. Road, the dark surface. This is called mirage. Very good. they mark කරන dense medium, upper layer dense, lower medium rare. හරි නේද? බලන්න. Formation of mirage. When sunlight falls on the surface, such as road, sand, the air molecules close to the surface absorb the heat and increasing kinetic energy, increasing kinetic energy, increasing kinetic energy, and move upwards. Move upwards. The result is upper layer becomes dense. Upper layer become dense and lower layer become rare. Udda dense වෙනවා යට rare වෙනවා. Lower layer becomes rare. Therefore, light refract as given below and form an image. Right. The next one, formation of the rainbow. ඊළඟට අපි කතා කරන්නේ කොහොමද rainbow එක හැදෙන්නේ කියලා. මේක හරියටම පුතේ මම කන්නද? හරි. But the rainbow occurs when light refracts through the a water droplet. This is the water droplet, right? So what is that? Make my water droplet take. Water droplet. First one, white light. White light, right? White light emitted by the sun. This is the white light. Incident ray. Then you have to draw the normal. This is the normal. So this is the original path. Wait a minute, original path taken. Light doesn't travel through this original path because it travels from air to water. Part can say air to water. So deviate, refracts towards the normal. Air refract normal like a pattern in the right. In here occurs total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Right. After that, light travel. This is the normal. With my normal letter. This is the normal. Original path. With the original path letter. Light travel dense to rare medium. Deviates away from the normal. Deviates away from the normal. Like that. Right. So then first you have to draw this straight diagonal. This is make a first draw this. Then another light ray. And then another light ray. It also refracts. Refract right? It's refract like that. In here occurs total internal reflection. Better when total internal reflection. And this is the normal. With my normal letter. So original path deviates away from the normal. Like that. But in here, they separate into 7 colors. Method colors disperse. Disperse into 7 colors. What are the 7 colors? Vibgyor. Vibgyor. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. In here form the rainbow. Otana tamai rainbow ke hade. 2014 මුදේ ලස්සන ගානක් අහලා දෙනවා ඕකෙන්. බලන්න හදන්න පුළුවන් කියලා හොම්වර්ක් එකක් ඉතින්. හරිනේ. මේ මම 2014 ප්‍රශ්නේ. ඔයගලන්ට පේනවනේ. මේ ඩයග්‍රෑම් එක කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න අහනවා. මේ බලන්න මෙන්න මෙතන. ඔයගලන්ට කියවන්න පුළුවන් නිසා ප්‍රශ්නේ නමයි දැන් පේනවා කියලා. ওই ඩයග්‍රෑම් එක කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න කියනවා විභාගෙට. හරි? ඒතර අහනවා මෙහෙම. In which direction were they able to see the rainbow? state the 7 colors of the rainbow. මේ තමයි 7 colors ටික. Form the colors of rainbow. Which color deviate the least? අඩුවෙන් deviate වෙන කවුද කියලා අහන්නේ. Red color. Red color එක තමයි අඩුවෙන් deviate වෙන්නේ. It has a long wavelength. Long wavelength එකක් දෙන රතු පාටට. That's why to give the danger condition use red light. ඈතට පේනවා. රතු පාට ඈතට පේනවා. The reason it has a long wavelength. ලොකු wavelength එකක් තියෙන නිසා. ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා D කියන එකේ an incomplete ray diagram relevant to the formation of rainbow when white light from the sun passing through a spherical raindrop is given in the figure 3. The ray AB and AC belong to upper and lower colors of the rainbow. Draw the rough sketch in figure 3 on your answer script and draw the subsequent path of light rays AB and AC. तर AB තමා මේක මේ තමයි AC පාත් එක අඳින්න කියලා කියනවා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ දීලා තියෙනවා ගාන. Each color has different refractive index in water. If sin 52 0.78 sin value එක දෙනවා 52යි ඔයගොල්ලෝ අර පොත පෙන්නන හොයන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Angle of incidence is 52. Angle of refraction 36. ඒවයි values දීලා තියෙනවා. So need to calculate refractive index of water. කියනවා ජලයේ refractive index එක හොයන්න කියලා. ඉතින් දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට 2016 මේ 2014 මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ පේපර් පොත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් මහන්සිලා වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. ඕගොල්ලන්ටම දැනෙන්න ඕනේ දැන් අපි ඉන්නේ 11 වසරේ විභාගයේ ආසන්නයේ කියලා. ඕක අම්මා තාත්තා ගුරුවරු ඇඟිල්ලෙන් එන මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ. නෑ දැන් ලබන අවුරුද්ද ඒ කියන්නේ ලබන අවුරුද්ද කොහොමද විභාගෙ දෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ අවුරුද්ද උනාට මේ අවුරුද්දේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඕල් එක්සෑම් ලියන්න ඉන්න ළමයි කියලා කවුරුත් මතක් කරලා කියන්න ඕනේ නෑ. හරි. බලන්න next one. Formation of the real depth and the apparent depth. Real depth and the apparent depth. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ගොඩක් පිරිමි ළමයි ඔය විභාගෙ දුන්නාට පස්සේ ආලෝත් එක යනවා නාන්න ගිහිල්ලා ඒ විභාගෙ වෙලේ දවස් කී දෙනෙක් නම් මෙලවෙන් සමු ගන්නවද ඔය real depth එක හොයා ගන්න බැරුව නේද? Because observing the apparent depth. දකින්න මොකද්ද? apparent depth එක. හරි. ඒක සාපේක්ෂව ගංගාවල ඇලදරවල් වල ගිරිලා වැඩිපුර ඒ කියන්නේ මැරෙන්නේ පිරිමි ළමයි හේතුව තමයි ගෙදරට ගිය නැතුව නාන්න යනවා නේද? එහෙම වුණාම ස්කෝඩ් ඇරලා නැත්නම් විභාග ඉවරලා විශේෂයෙන් විභාග ඉවරලා but they cannot decide the real depth of the reservoir. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන්ට ගැඹුර ඇත්ත ගැඹුර decide කරගන්න බෑ. හරිද? විභාගෙට ඒ කියන්නේ ඕල් එක්සෑම් එක සයන්ස් වලදී කියනකොට පන්තියේ දා ඉඳලා ඒකයි වැඩි. පන්තියට එන අයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙනවා මේ අපි දකින්නේ ඇත්ත ගැඹුර නෙමෙයි කියලා. හරි. බලාගෙන වතුරට පනින්න ඕනේ. පීනන්න බැර නම් කොහෙත්ම පනින්න එපා. ගැඹුර නැහැ වගේ පෙරුණාද නහයට උඩින් වතුර යනවා. හරි. බලමු the next one. A fish. This is the fish. We need to observe fish in water. අපි දැන් මේ මාළුව දිහා බලනවා කොහෙන්ද උඩ ඉඳලා. හරි. This is the water surface. Fish. මම පොඩි මාළුවෙක් අඳින්න ඕන ඔය වගේ. This is the fish. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඇඳලානේ තියෙන්නේ. Right. Then mark the one point on the fish. මාළුව එක දණක් ඔය වගේ ලකුණු කරනවා. This is water. මේ තියෙන ජලය air. We are observing this fish above the water. Light ray travels through the normal. ආලෝක කිරණ normal එකකින් යන එක. It doesn't refract. ඒක refract වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Directly travel without any dispersion. So what is that? This is the normal. මේ තමයි normal. Next one. Light ray travels to the intersurface with particular angle. That means less than 90. අංශක 90ට වඩා අඩුවෙන් යන්නේ. This is the original part. This is the normal. මේ තමයි normal එක. Light travels dense to rare medium. It deviates away from the normal. Normal එකකින් ඈතට deviate වෙනවා. Like that. Deviates away from the normal. You have to extend this line towards this light ray that travels through the normal. Normal එකකින් යන පැත්ත light ray එකට extend කරන්න ඕනේ මේ වගේ. In here form the image. මෙතන තමයි මාළුවගේ image එක හැදෙන්නේ. This is our eye. මේ තමයි අපේ ඇහැ. Right. In here draw the image of the fish. මෙතන අඳින්න මාළුවගේ මොකක්ද පුතේ image එක. Like that. Right. So this is called the image. මේ තමයි image එක. දැන් අපි දකින්නේ මෙයාද අපි දකින්නේ image එක. හරි. This is the object. මේ තමයි object එක. So what is that? This is called the apparent depth. මෙන්න මේ අපි දකින්නේ මොන depth එකද? Apparent depth. බලන්න ගැඹුර නෑ වගේ. What is that? Apparent depth. Right. And this is called the real depth. මෙන්න මේ ටිකට කියනවා real depth එක. So what is that depth? Real depth. Mark it as real depth. Apparent depth simple h. This is called real depth. Capital R. So capital H. Right. Mark the ray diagram. විභාගයෙන් හොඳින් පුතේ. Mark the ray diagram. මෙතෙන්දලා මෙතෙන්ටම straight line එක. Straight line. Right? අනිත් පුතේ හරිද? හරිද? හරිනේ පුතේ. තාම අඳිනා ඉන්නවද? නෑනේ. හා බලන්න. Next one. For the next one, a fish. Now here, this is the observer. මේ තමයි observer. The next one, we need to draw the ray diagram when fish is observing the object above the water surface. මාළුව දකින්න object එක වතුරේ උඩින් තියෙන එක. හරිද? බලන්න කොහොමද එයා දකින්නේ කියලා. The one of the example, a fish is observing a bird flying in sky above the water surface. Right. Look at the next one. Turn to page number 11. 11 වෙනි පිටුවට හරවන්න. Right. Next one. When a fish observe a bird through water. පුළුවන් නම් අඳින්න. Right. Draw the ray diagram. Now who is the observer? Observer is fish. Then නිරීක්ෂකයා තමයි මාළුවා. It exists in earlier observer in rare medium. Then culling observer rare medium again. Now observer in dense medium. Try to draw the ray diagram. Andina barannu. Try to draw it. Meka maganawa hari neda? Andina kenek innawada? Complete the next ray diagram. Ikmana complete karanna puthe. This is the diagram. Hari? Another. Now who is the observer? Observer is fish. Fish tama observer. The light ray travels and this is the point. Man lakunu karna me aage menne metana point එකක් විදියට අපි ගමු මෙන්න මෙතන මේ තමයි point එක. ඔයාලා කැමති point එකක් ගන්න. From this point emit the light to the normal. Doesn't refract. ඒක refract වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Directly travels through the normal like that. So you have to extend this line upwards. Make a උඩට ලකුණු කරන්න broken line එකක් විදියට. Like that. Right. The next one, light ray travels towards the eye of the fish. මාළුවගේ ඇහැට එන light ray එක. තේරෙනවද මාළුවගේ ඇහැට එන light ray එක අපි දැන් අඳින්න ඕනේ. This is the light ray travels from rare to dense medium. Rare to dense medium. This is the original light, original path of the light. මේ තමයි original path එක. It refracts towards the eye of the fish. මේක refract වෙනවා මාළුවගේ ඇහැට. Like that. මේ වගේ ඒක එනවා යාගේ ඇහැට පුතේ. හරි? අපිට උඩට කරලා ගමු. නිසා මම උඩින් පොඩ්ඩක් අඳින්නම්. Right. The next one you have to extend this line up to here. Then මේ line එක කරන් තියෙන extend කරන්න ඕන broken line එක ගාවට. මෙන්න මේවා. In here formed image. මෙතන තමයි හැදෙන image එක. හරි? දැන් පොඩි කඩේකින් පොඩ්ඩක් කුරුල්ලෙක් වගේ එකක් ඇඳ ගන්න. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ. Right. This is the image. මේ තමයි image එක. And this is the object. මේ තමයි object එක. Mark කරන air, water. Air, water. This is the ray diagram. ඔය තමයි ray diagram එක. ඉතින් මාළුවට පේන්නේ කුරුල්ලා උඩින් ඉන්නවා. හරි? මේ කුරුල්ලට පේන්නේ මාළුවා මේක වඩා යටින් ඉන්නවා. උස ඊට උඩින් ඉන්නවා. මේ කුරුල්ලට මාළුවා පේන්නේ උඩින් ඉන්නවා වගේ. මෙයාටත් මෙයා පේන්නේ ඊට වඩා උඩින් ඉන්නවා. හරිද? අන්දර ඉවරද? විභාගයට අහන්නේ දැන් වැඩිපුරම මෙන්න මේ ෆිනොමිනන් එක අඳින්න. හරිද? මොකද අරක හැමෝම ඇඳ පුරුදු නිසා. And you have to practice to draw this. Right. That's it about the refraction of the light. Right. Now we are going to discuss about the lenses. අපි කතා කරන් තියෙන lenses ගැන. හරි. Right, lenses. According to the shape of the lenses, then you can identify mirrors. One side is reflect, the other side normally dark in color, right? Through the mirror, otherwise through the mirrors, light doesn't penetrate. ආලෝකයේ mirror එක කරහා ගමන් කරන්නේ නැහැ. It's always reflect. කොහොම reflect වෙලා යනවා. Then lenses are made by, and you can see this is the lens, are made by transparent material. මේවා transparent material එකකින් හදලා තියෙන්නේ. And this shape is called convex lens. දැන් මේ වගේ හැඩයක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි කියනවා මොකක්ද පුතේ convex lens එකක්, but fully transparent. මේ බලන්න transparent, right? So you can see at the center, මේ තමයි center එක. At the center, curvature bend outwards. එළියට නැවිලා තියෙනවා. curve වෙලා තියෙන එළියට නම්. How do you call convex lens? මේ හැඩයට කියනවා convex lens එකක් කියලා. This is called a fully transparent, makeup transparent. But look at the center, thickness is very less than the circum. උඩට වඩා thickness එක ගොඩාක් අඩුයි. How do you call for that? Such a shape of the lenses, how do you call concave? මේකට කියනවා concave lens. How do you call for this lens? Convex. Convex, concave. Right. Then both side, make it දෙපැත්තම. Both side curve. How do you call biconvex? මේකට කියනවා පුතේ biconvex කියලා. In here, both sides curved inwards. How do you call? Biconcave. Make it biconcave here. Biconcave, biconvex. Right. But sometimes you can identify some lenses. The one side plane, ekapatta plane, and ekapatta curve. We call plano convex, plano concave lenses. The other type of lenses. In here, light refract. Right. Light refract through the lenses. There are lenses showing ආලෝකය වර්ධනය වෙන්නේ. හරි බලන්න mirrors වලින් reflect වෙනකොට lenses වලින් වෙන්නේ refraction එකක්. Type of lenses. There are two types of lenses. So they write the first one. First one is convex lens. Second one, concave lens. Concave lens. Convex lens, concave lens. Convex lens, the other one concave lens. Right. Convex and concave lenses are two types according to the curvature of the lens. Type of convex lenses. Right. The type of convex lenses, two types. Biconvex, plano convex. In here given convex lens. In here concave lens. With a convex lens, this is called biconvex. Maybe we can be biconvex. Biconvex. Right lens. In this is called plano. Within a plano. Ekka පැත්තක් plane. How do you call? Plano-convex lens. Lens. By concave, both sides curved inwards. How do you call? Biconcave lens. One side plane, the other side curved. How do you call? Plano-concave lens. Plano-concave lens. හරිද? හරි බලන්න උදේ. Next one. But remember concave mirror. අපි කලින් කතා කරේ mirrors ගැන. හරි ඇඳලා ඉවරයි නේ පුතේ. හරි නේද? Right. But remember concave mirror. Finally we discussed, right? When parallel light rays falls on concave mirror, they converge into one point like that. ඔය වගේ එක තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා. How do you call for that? Convergence. මේකට කියනවා convergence කියලා. When parallel light rays falls on convex mirror, so you can identify appear as collected, appear as collected into one point. How do you call for that? Divergence. මේකට අපිට කිව්වා divergence of light. මේකට කියනවා පුතේ divergence of light. Right? Convergence, divergence. Then if we compare the refraction of light through the lenses, and this process occurred when light travels through convex lens. Convex lens. This process occurred when light travels through concave lens. Concave lens. Through the convex lens occurs convergence. Through the concave lens occurs divergence. In a divergence එක වෙන්නේ concave lens එකෙන්. බලන්න නම් දෙක මාරු වෙනවා. Right? What is that? Convex mirror. මේ තියෙන convex mirror එක. Right? And this is the concave mirror. Concave mirror. Right. Convex lens, concave mirror always form similar images. They have similar properties. Convex lens, so concave lens and convex mirror also form images. They are identical to each other. තේරුණාද? හැබැයි නම් දෙක මාරු වෙලා. හරි නම් දෙක මාරු වෙලා. Right. The first one. When parallel light rays travels right through the convex lens, so what happened? They collect into one point. එක තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා. Right? How do you call for that? Convergence of light. Right? One with a convergence. Convergence. Right? This is the convex lens. What is that lens? Convex. Convex lens. This is the center of the lens. The light travels and through its principal axis not refract because it's really light passing through normal. Parallel light rays to the principal axis. Right. Parallel light rays to the principal axis. Right. So it refracts through one point. एक लक्ष्य करना कमेंट करना. Converge. Another light ray travels to the lens parallel to the principal axis, like that. It also refracts through the same point. A lakshya harahama refract now. Right? How do you call for that convergence? This is called center. And this point is one of the special point. How do you call F? F means focal point. Right. From here to here, minimum distance second. And this length is called focal length. Minimum length eකට කියනවා focal length. L. L means focal length. Focal length. Right. And then the diagram like a convergence. When parallel light rays refracted through a convex lens, they refract through one point. What is that point? Focal point. ඒකට කියනවා focal point එක කියලා. Next one. Focal point. Right. They complete the ray diagram. Ray diagram will complete කරන්න. Look at the next one. Below the diagram, look at the first point. The length from the center, capital C, the length from the center, capital C. The length from the center to the focal point, capital F. Focal point is called, focal length. Is called focal length. Focal length. Focal length is called focal length. Next one. The length from the center to 2 times. මේ වගේ දෙගුණයක්. මෙන්න මේ වගේ දෙගුණයකට අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියනවා 2f කියලා. හරි? හරියටම මේ සමාන දුර කියනවා. Right, the next one. The length from the center to the 2 times than the focal length, twice the focal length, is called 2f. ඒකට අකුණු කරන්න 2f කියලා. The length should be same. මේ length එක අනිවාර්යෙන් සමාන. Right, next one, divergence. Sorry, focal length. So the next one, according to the curvature, this focal length is changing. Convex lenses are called magnifying lenses. Convex lenses are namak කියනවා magnifying lenses කියලා. Convex lenses are called magnifying lenses. Right. In one of the lens, and you can identify it has small curvature. Curvature කාඩු එක්කනේ. The other lens, it has a greater curvature. මෙයාගේ curvature එක වැඩි lens එකක්. ඔය වගේ. හරිද? Then parallel light rays travel through them. What happened? Right. So the parallel light rays travels through the center. And here light ray travels through the center, doesn't refract. And there are the parallel light rays to the principal axis. After they refract far away from the center. Center එකෙන් ටිකක් ඈතින් තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ refract වෙන්නේ මේ වගේ. Like that. Convergence of light. So what is that point? Focal point. This length is called focal length. මෙන්න මේ length එකට කියනවා focal length එක. Center to focal point. Center, focal point. How do you call focal length? Focal length. The other one. Parallel light rays travels through the center and length. Like that. මෙන්න මේ වගේ. They will refract and collect into one point, but close to the lens. හැබැයි lens එකට ළඟින්. Close to the lens. Right? This is the focal point. This is the center. Center in here focal point. This length is called focal length. The මේ තමයි focal length. Focal length. So you can identify when curvature. Curvature කියන්නේ thickness එක ඝනකම. Curvature increase, focal length reduce. But then we can build up the relationship focal length inversely proportional to the curvature. Curvature of the lens. When curvature increase like that, focal length reduce. In here focal length L1, in here focal length L2. Then L1 greater than L2. Right? They complete the diagram. බලන්න. Focal length of the convex lens depends on its curvature and its inversely proportional. They are inversely proportional to the curvature of the lens. Write down inversely proportional to the curvature of the lens. Right, draw this ray diagram. Andina puthe ray diagram. Right, for the next one, this is called convergence of light. So, convergence of light. Next one, divergence of light. It occurs when parallel light rays refract through concave lens. Concave lens එකෙන් ගියාම තමයි එහෙම වෙන්නේ. අන්දලි ඉවරයි නේ පුතේ. The concave lens, center of the lens, center of the lens. The light ray travels through the center, not refract. The other light rays parallel to the principal axis. Right, what happened? they diverge and appear as collect into one point. ඒව diverge වෙනවා. හැබැයි එක තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා වගේ පේනවා. Right. And how do you code for that divergence? Divergence of light. Right. Complete the diagram. Complete කරන්න පුතේ. බලන්න පොඩ්ඩක් divergence of light. When parallel light rays refract through concave lens, they dispersed and appear as collecting to one point. Appear as collecting to one point. Ray parallel to the principal axis after passing through a concave lens, right, appear to come from a single point. Right. Draw the sketch. And then sketch again. Divergence. Hi. This is called divergence, right? Now I'm going to show you how does this happen, right? Convergence and divergence. Right. The parallel light rays when travels through, this is the parallel light ray, right? Parallel light rays, right, when I can identify refract through the concave lens, they collect into one point. එබන් ඒවා එක තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා. මේ හරිය. මේ හරියටයි. එක තැනකට එකතු වෙනවා. How do you code for that? This is called convergence of light. How do you code for that? Convergence of light. හරිද? Convergence of light. Right. When light travels through such a concave lens එකකින් යද්දී, so they diverge. Ever diverge, you know. Look at that, and these light rays diverge. See that these light rays are diverge when travels through such a convex lens. This is called divergence of light. Divergence. So it's true. And I get the divergence occur through the concave, convergence occur through the convex, right? And now we need to discuss the patterns of or laws of refraction of light through the convex lenses. Right. Look at the first one. Rules of refraction of light by convex lenses. Right. But you have to mark F and 2F. හැමතිස්සෙම අපි F එකයි 2F එකයි ලකුණු කරන්න ඕනේ. In similar distance. සමාන දුරකින්. Right. I mark the similar distance using my ruler. මම ruler එකේ තැනක් තෝරගෙන ඒ සමාන දිගක් ගන්නවා. Right. For the first one, and this is the principal axis. ඔකට දාන්න මේ තමයි principal axis එක. Principal axis. This is the center. මේ තමයි center line එක. අර වගේමයි enough to draw tiny symbol. පොඩියට අඳන් හොඳටම ඇති. Then accurately measure F and 2F. F 2 times we call 2F. Both sides you have to mark because transparent. F in here 2F. Right. බලන්න first point එක. Light ray travels through the center of the lens. Right? Center of the lens, it doesn't refract. Light ray එක යන්නේ මම අර වගේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පැහැදිලින ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එක අඳිනවා. මේ තමයි ඔබ්ජෙක්ට් එක. Right? Light ray travels through the center, and this light ray emitted by the object, but it travels to the center. It doesn't refract. ඒක refract වෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. The light ray travels to the center, it doesn't refract. Like that. හරි අඳින්න. does not refract and pass straight. This is the first law. Complete the diagram. Second one, light rays, parallel light ray to the principal axis. Right? Mark the F and 2F, anin F and 2F. Parallel light ray to the principal axis. This is the object. This object emits parallel light ray to the principal axis. Like that. So it refracts through the focal point. It refracts in a focal point. Refract through the focal point. Draw it. Second one. Light ray to the principal axis. Light ray, parallel light ray to the principal axis. Refract through the focal point. Right. The last one. The ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගන්න ඕනේ පළවෙනි rules දෙක තමයි ray diagram අඳින්න ගන්න. ඉතින් කොච්චර ලේසිද හරියද? First rule, second rule. Light ray travels through the center, doesn't refract. The other one, light ray parallel to the principal axis, right? Refract through the focal point. Parallel light ray refract through the focal point. Right, next one. Third one, light ray travels through the focal point. Light ray ke yano කොතනින්ද යන්නේ focal point එකේ යන light ray. Light ray travels through the focal point. So what happened? It refracts so as to parallel to the principal axis. Principal axis එකට parallel refract වෙනවා. Light ray travels to the focal point. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ focal point එකේ යන light ray. Right? It refracts so as to parallel to the principal axis. Like that. This is the second, third law. So, අපි අඳින්න ගන්නේ first law එකයි second law එකයි විතරයි ray diagram එක decide කරන්න ගන්න. හරි? හරිද? අපි මම එකක් අඳිමු. ඉතුරු ටික පුතේ ගෙදරදී try කරන්න අඳින්න. හරි? බලන්න. Properties of images formed by concave lens. When the object is between the lens and its focal point. Put in here in given diagram. ඔය මෙතන අඳපු diagram එකේ ඔයගලන්ට දීපු scale තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඔයගලා ඊළඟට ගන්නකොට සෙන්ටිමීටර් 2යි object එකේ size එක සෙන්ටිමීටරයට අඳින්න. එතකොට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හරි? Take the ruler. In here, my first diagram, mark the F and 2F. ඔයගොල්ලෝ කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඊළඟ කියන අනිවාර්යෙන් මනින්නට ඕනේ. Right. බලන්න. First one, object is kept between F and center of the lens. මේ වගේ දැන් මේක හරියට මැනලා ඇඳලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? Right. This is the object. This is the focal point. This is the 2F. We need to measure it accurately. හරියට මනින්න ඕනේ. Right. First one, object is kept in here. මෙන්න මෙතන තියලා තියෙන object එක between center. So what is that? Center and the focal point. Center and the focal point. This is the object. Make an object එක. First one, parallel light ray to the principal axis. It refracts to the focal point. යනවා focal point එක හරහා. මේවා. The other light ray travels through the center. අනිත් කෙනා යනවා center එක හරහා. Like that. In here they are not connected to each other. මේ පැත්ත එකතු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. In here they are connecting to each other but virtually. හැබැයි ඇත්තට නෙමෙයි. Virtually collected. like that. Right, in here, form the image. When මෙතන තමයි image එක හැදෙන්නේ. This is the image. This is the object. Right. Draw the ray diagram. What are the properties? Larger than the object, upright, virtual. First rule එකයි, second rule එකයි. හරියටම අයින්නවා gap එක. මේ දුර අනිවාර්යෙන් සමාන වෙනවා. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හරි. හරියටම image එක එනවා. Draw the ray diagram. What are the properties of the image? First one, larger than the object. Larger than the object. First one. Second one, upright. Udupuri. Upright, not erect. Larger than the object, upright. Third one, virtual. Virtual. Cannot take the image onto the screen. May image ki screen ekata ganna bෑ. Virtual. Larger than the object, upright, erect, or erect will be called virtual. And this is the instant that we use the hand lens as the magnifying lens. මේ තමයි අර hand lens එකෙන් අපි භාවිත කරන අවස්ථාව. To read the tiny letters, we can use the hand lens. So making the virtual image larger than the object, upright. Right? Then write down the properties. Larger than the object. Second one, upright or erect. Last one, virtual. Athautika, cannot take onto the screen. Screen ekata ganna bෑ. Note, one note taken. This is the ray diagram to illustrate formation of the image by a hand lens or simple microscope. Hand lens එකට කියන තව නමක් තමයි simple microscope කියන එක. හරි. එහෙනම් අදට අපි ඔතනින් නවත්තමු.